Well, everybody, today is still June something. June, I never know the date. Hang on a second. 18th. Try it again. Hey everybody, it's John Cole Artist again. John Cole Adventurer again, just John Cole again. We are at a very interesting place. We're at a place called Delamar. It's a small town in Nevada, but its claim to fame, it's a ghost town, okay? And according to what I'm reading in a sign here, it at one time produced over $25 million in gold. So this was a gold town. So we're gonna be heading that way. It's about 10 miles down, as always, another bumpy, dusty road. And then once we hit the 10-mile mark, there's a short bit of a hike to get to the ghost town itself. At least that's what I understand. And at some point, I'm going to be camping. I'm not sure if I can camp here or not. That's a really good question. Worst case, I'll be camping in Caliente, Nevada, which is that way a little bit. So we're going to go down this thing for 10 miles. We're going to find a place to park. We're going to do a little exploring, and then we're going to move on to the Delamar ghost town and check it out. So hopefully you'll stick around and watch this. I think this is going to be pretty cool. We are on our way to the Delamar ghost town. I'm not sure how far away we are. The GPS gave me a set of directions. However, I saw a sign pointing in an opposite direction. I was using Apple Maps, and they have been notoriously bad this trip, so I'm following the signs. I am way off the beaten track here. I'm about 10 or 15 miles out into the desert. Wow. And now I'm coming up on this low set of mountain range here. From what little bit I've read online, there is a cemetery, and then you kind of have to walk after the cemetery because I guess the road gets super rough. Now, I haven't seen any other cars up here. I don't know if I will see any other cars up here. Pretty remote. However, I'm seeing people are everywhere I'm going. There were people at Area 51. There were people at Rhyolite. There were people all over. Oh boy. I guess we're going to go down this and then up that. So there are a lot of people on the move this summer, which is always good for the economy, and it's good to see that people are interested in this type of stuff, because that way the parks, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, there's the cemetery. Okay, I gotta back up. This is not where I want to go. I'm gonna walk up the rest of the way. All right, pausing for a second. All right, sorry about that brief pause. They had suggested to park near the cemetery, and I drove by the cemetery on my way up this hill. And right away, of course, I'm starting to hit these huge rocks, and that's a problem because I don't want, you know, to pop a tire or something. And they do suggest the cemetery first. So let's take a look at the Delamar Cemetery here in Nevada. There doesn't appear to be anybody up this way, so I may be the only person here. Of course, once I take the walk up and around, I'll know for sure. This is the Delamar Cemetery. For anybody that's watching and you were curious about this road that I didn't drive up, you'll see why. If you notice here on the ground, you've got these big boulders, you've got a lot of sharp rocks, a lot of loose stone. Even though I do have a truck with four-wheel drive, I wouldn't have what you call heavy-duty tires. So anybody coming to visit, your discretion on whether or not you want to drive up here or not, right? If you've got something like a Jeep, it might not be a problem, like a Wrangler or something, Rubicon or whatever. Small vehicle, you probably could make it as well. I think any vehicle could. You just risk puncturing your tires or causing damage. So strictly up to you. But either way, if you park down there, you just end up hoofing it. Don't know how far to hoof. Haven't gotten there yet. So as I'm walking into town here, this is my first building I see, and I also notice this huge debris field over here. All old tin, probably cans or something, maybe from the chow hall. I don't know what this could have been. This could have been just an entryway. It could have been a checkpoint. It could have been a lot of different things, I guess. But it's still got a lot of the old, debris in here. So you got the old bucket back here. Somebody tried to fix that window. So it's probably a stove setup of some sort, either for heat or for cooking. It's an old, it's a contemporary can. I'm sure people are up here drinking and doing all kinds of stuff, you know, because it's an out-of-the-way spot. It's pretty cool, though, huh? About a mile and a half to get here. I ended up coming down that road there. Not a bad walk. I think if it was a little cooler, it would be a little nicer. But I'm going to walk up here and then make a decision. What I'm not seeing here is I'm not seeing houses and things like that. I'm seeing a few stone structures, but not like the houses that I would have expected to see. This is almost like this is the mine area. But we're going to go ahead and be careful, take a walk down and see what's down here. I am curious. Yeah, look at all the old metal and stuff. Pretty wild. Here, see how it is compared to me. It's pretty good. Oh, wow, it's huge. It does kind of make you wonder what it was like to be here during the period when they were drawing gold out. I mean, it must have been a pretty rough life, I suspect. purpled because of the sun. It's actually something you don't see too much of anymore, is the purple glass. There's another piece over here. This glass has been sitting in the sun for a very long time. I don't know what this is. Let's check it out. Well, this doesn't really go anywhere. It's just like a little shed. But it's got the original wood, which is pretty cool. So, probably for storage. I just heard a whistle. And it's an old car. Saw the piece of that trim there. Does anybody know what year this is, or make or model? It's all bullet holed up and everything, and it's right at the bottom of the mine up there. And these buildings here makes me wonder. I wonder if they were for employees. You know what I mean? The miners themselves, or maybe these were a row of stores. But the car, that's kind of cool. Wasn't expecting to see a car. All the droppings you see on the ground, I think those are donkey. There are a lot of wild donkeys in this area. I've been seeing them all over the place. Alright. It's after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun's already starting to go down. We got about 4 hours of light left. We still have to find a place to sleep tonight, so I'm gonna start to head back, take some pictures along the way, I'm sure. But am I glad I came? Absolutely. Look, there's even an old safe. Let's check out the safe. Yeah, not too often you get to see ghost towns much anymore, because they're typically in the west. I know there's some on the east coast as well, but these are typically on the west. And, you know, when you're not from around here. Yeah, this is an old safe. See, it's got the concrete inside. They probably stored some of that $25 million of gold in there. Think about that. That's pretty cool. The only thing separating me from the gold in there is time. Had I been here 150 years earlier, it could have been my gold. Think about that. Well, I sure hope I'm giving you a taste of what Delamar is like. And I sure hope that if you get out this way, you take a few moments to visit. It's a bit of a hike once you park. That other car that I saw somehow got up here a different route, so there must be a different route in. So, if you've been here, leave a comment. If you want to come here, leave a comment. I'd really be interested to know whether or not you think this is worth your while. For me, I think it's definitely worth my while. So for now, I'll say happy trails, but who knows? I might just pop back in with something else surprising. It's kind of how I operate these days. So happy trails, folks. See you soon.